Big picture, a couple weeks in, what are your main takeaways so far about this group?
It's been a lot of fun to be around these guys, right? I mean, we have some work to do. We're looking forward to another prep work week this week, and another opportunity this coming weekend. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to be around a group that cares and is detail oriented and cares about the program, puts the program first. And you get guys that put the program first, it makes it really enjoyable, versus anything other than that. And so far, I think that's my biggest takeaway.
Premier event obviously coming up this next weekend. What do you want your guys to have taken from these last couple of weeks to try to build on going into the Vegas event?
I don't know. We're just looking forward to playing against good teams in Las Vegas. It's a good tournament. Marquee tournament of the weekend is the one that we're in, and so we're looking forward to getting in there and playing really well.
You guys have had hot starts the last few years, but usually there's a loss or two just sprinkled in the first two series. What's been different about this year to where you guys have 8-0?
I don't know. We didn't lose those two. I don't know. We've been able to find ways to win, at times without, hitting. We've been very solid on the mound, and specifically I think our defense has been really good. And so I don't know. We've played good, well-rounded baseball, and I think that's why our record is good.
What are your biggest specific takeaways from this one?
The fact that we were able to handle some elements, the fact that, the elements today were a challenge, and the fact that we looked like we had some really old guys that played really good defense out there. That's what I took away.
Cal had some command issues but worked around it with 5 strikeouts. What do you make of his start?
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever pitched in any sort of rain or whatever, being down in San Diego for a couple of years, probably not much on a grass field and everything like that. But that's always an interesting one. I remember Grayson Grensel's first outing in a Duck uniform in the rain, and he flat out stunk, and then he was as good as he was, later in his career, just because he got better and better. And so great experience this weekend, great experience with a lot of things, and they had to deal with a lot of adverse conditions, and they were able to handle those things and come out with wins. So that's good.
This was the second time Matt Flores made an early mound visit. What have you seen from their relationship, and what does that mean, especially when he needs to make adjustments?
Well, it seems to me like when he's gone out to the mound, they've settled down, and that's a good sign. He'd like to go out there, and that's why you're taking mound visits, because it's not perfect, and he might see something mechanically that needs a fixing. And he's just been out there, and he's done a nice job so far with his pitching staff. Those guys are throwing the ball well.
Lots of different pitchers on the mound today, different guys getting lots of experience. What did you like from them today, and what can we look forward from them going forward?
Yeah, I thought the way, first off, Cal Scolari finished was really good. I thought Ryan Featherston came in and was just electric. He had a really quality start last weekend as well, and so he's throwing the ball really, really well. To get Huddy in, Carvalho, that's great to have your first outing. It didn't go awesome for him, but nevertheless, it was great for him to be back out there on the mound for us. He's going to be really, really good. He's a talented freshman, and then to see Michael and Morgan out there, we needed to get those guys some work in today, and they were able to get some work in, and those guys are all really good.
Jax Jimenez drove in 5 runs, had 5 walks in the series. What have you seen working from him lately?
He just seems like he's playing in his own game now instead of trying to be maybe somebody he's not. He's a heck of a hitter. He's a real gritty competitor, and that should be how he's defined. And I think the last stretch here, that's how he's defined himself, and I think that's why he's been good.
Featherston has now been good starting and in the bullpen, but Twist started this week. So is that just still up in arms about where they're both going to be, or is it going to be both starting in the bullpen? Or?
No, that just means you got a lot of good options. The reason why we started Toby on Thursday is we just didn't want to move anybody up, a day early in the season. Just we're trying to manage arms and take care of guys to where they're healthy. And so I appreciated Coach Flora not getting greedy and moving guys around and stuff like that, pitching them on short rest in week 2 of the season.
Drew Smith drove in 4 runs today, had a big play at the plate. What have you seen from him starting the season?
He's playing old, and he's playing really good. He's playing, he's hitting well. I think after the first weekend, he had a really good weekend the first weekend. But he's also helping the young guys, with Jackson and Laya hitting behind him. He settles those guys in. You can see those guys having some success. that's because you got Drew and you got Jack Brooks that are settling those guys in, which is really good. So I don't know. He's just playing old. He's playing really quality defense, and hopefully he can keep that going.
You also had the throw from center to end the inning, end the 7th inning. Just what can you say about the clutch defense in a game that wasn't particularly close?
Well, I mean, if you're not playing clutch defense, the game can get close, right? And so they go kind of hand in hand. When you're playing really good defense, then it's hard to score because you're not giving up anything. You're playing loose defense, that's usually when, and walking a ton of guys, that's usually when runs are scored. And I think the defense is probably the primary reason with the pitching that the runs are down, right? And so that quality stuff that you saw out of Jack Brooks in center field, and all, I mean, even the play that he didn't make on the ball left center field, what an effort, right? And that's what you want out of your team.